working in Notepad. You're not working Microsoft Word. Don't work in Word and copy over the Notepad. What will happen is Word will format underneath your text. And then when you copy and paste it over in the Notepad, you'll get that additional formatting. And that actually may corrupt. Not all the time, but there are times when it will corrupt your Notepad. Notepad is plain text. It's plain text, meaning there's no additional format added to it. That's why when you're typing and keying in your words, it'll go and go and go. You can write your paragraph all in one line. You have to physically enter to go to a second line. And that's fine for your own visualness. That's a visual thing for you. Second, look at the board. This is what we're going to do today. So, you yesterday have started 2 paragraphs. First paragraph, it's bio. Who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself. At least 3 sentences, and you can go over the 80-word count. It can be 250 words. We don't care. Second paragraph is about what do you think you have to do to build a website? What goes into building a website? On the board, you're going to see my Notepad. This is my Notepad. Now, I've started to add formatting tags. But you'll see that I have 2 paragraphs. They're not full paragraphs, but they're to simulate paragraphs. First paragraph. Hello, my name is Dr. Clark, and I love computer science and baseball. Second paragraph. Building a website is tough if you do not start with a plan. So you should have 2 separate segments. What we're going to do is we're going to take those paragraphs, and you're going to format them. Mr. Swire's class, you have the handout online. I gave the handout to my students. So today, to give you an idea, you're going to work with the basic tags, body attributes, and text tags. So we're basically going to work with this right here. This is what we're working with. Now, I realize this is boring. I realize that it doesn't look like a website. If it does, it doesn't look like a very good website. And that's fine. This is just how it is. Back in the 80s and 90s, this is how you would develop a website. Today, you have tools, programs that help you. Now, here's the problem, though. The tools don't always solve your problems. You got an issue, especially formatting issues. It may not solve the problem. So if you know a little bit of HTML and tagging, you can go in there and correct yourself and fix your own stuff. Now, a couple of things. When you open up your Notepad, if you go right to your folder and double click on your name, it's going to open up in the browser. Now, on the board, you should see my name with an E. That E represents Internet Explorer. If I right-click on it, I can open my page, and you don't have to do this to take a look at what your page looks like in Firefox, Google Chrome, or Internet Explorer. By default, these computers are Internet Explorer. And these are pretty common. They're, Safari, if you're an Apple user, you don't see Safari here, all right? Although, theoretically, we could load Safari, the browser, onto these computers and look at it there. But you don't want to open with the browser. You'll want to open up with Notepad. The best way to do it, at least for me, is I open Notepad first and then go File, Open. When I do that, you'll see that I come to a folder location, and there's nothing there. On the right-hand side where it says Text Documents, go to All Files. One of the things that you do not do a very good job of is naming your files and then knowing how to locate your file. You can always look at all files in a folder location, subfolder, and it's going to show everything that's in that folder. All right. Now, by doing that, I can now click on Clark, and I'll open up my tab. So for today, right now, you got 6 minutes, because you guys got a head start. 6 minutes to finish your paragraphs. Write as much as possible with the paragraphs. Mr. Swire, do you have anything to add? Mr. Swire, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
I'm multitasking.
Multitasking. All right. So we got 6 minutes to do this. Is that good?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Questions? Excellent. Move on. Yes. Open up Notepad. If you're not